I'm going to show you a number of things that you can do with the FlipaClip Lasso Tool. In this first example, I have the cereal box that this cartoon character is going to pour into the bowl, and I don't want to have to take this box and redraw it over and over again. I'm going to use the lasso tool here so I can move that whole box by only making that one drawing. Now first, what I have here are my layers. The man and the bowl are on the bottom layer, and the cereal box with his fingers are on the top layer. What I want to do first now is, I only have one frame, so I have to add the rest of the frames to get started. I need to make sure I'm on the lower layer, and then go over here and hit copy, and then paste. And that pink outline, that's the onion skin, so I can see where my image was. Then I go to the next frame, paste, and copy, and go to the next frame and paste, and paste, and paste, and keep pasting. When you have as many as you want, then just go back to the beginning. Make sure you're on the box layer now. Click the lasso tool here. Outline the box or the area you want to move. And you can move this any way you want, anywhere you want. Kind of like that. Now let me hit undo here. Undo, undo a couple times. But in this particular case, I just want to tilt, kind of rotate this image. That's all. This little red lever up here is where I spin it. Next, copy, advance, paste. You, as the animator, have to decide how much you're going to be tilting this, a little or a lot, depending on the smoothness you want. But anyway, then you go back and copy and paste and advance and continue, continue, continue. You can see his fingers on the box, but I deliberately didn't draw the arm. I had it hidden behind the box solely so I wouldn't have to draw it. So that's about it. That's where I want to get to at this point. Now let me go back to the beginning and play and see how it looks. Wonderful. I'll show you some other things that this lasso tool can do. Here I will outline it again with the lasso tool. If you touch the corners and pull, you can make it bigger or smaller, which is very handy. Or the side, you can stretch it and make it fatter or skinnier. Or push it all the way, it'll flip around. If you want the exact same size, hit the flip button right here. It'll flip your whole picture horizontally. The same thing with the other one, it'll flip it vertically. And same with up here, you can stretch it vertically as well. So it's a lot of fun to do that. This is all on the default setting, but there is also the perspective setting here, right next to it. When you press that and then pull the corners, you can really stretch and reshape your images in unusual ways. It can be very helpful at times. That's a lot of fun to play with. You do that one frame at a time and you can get some unusual images. In addition to just the normal stretching and pulling like the other one. This is a live action version showing a quarter instead of a box. Done exactly the same way. Something else that's really fun is playing with the lasso tool, doing tricks like this at the museum, for example, walking underneath a painting. In reality, I'm walking in front of it, but it looks like I'm walking behind it. And I'll show you exactly how that was done. Open up the FlipaClip app, click the red plus. I'm going to call this frame and make it the highest resolution. I'm using live action, so I have to make that 30 frames per second. Create project, and the first thing I want to do is import the video. Video library, click the one you want, use, and start loading it in. Takes a few minutes. Then when you're done, it looks like that. And all this video is on the first layer. You can see here. So I'm going to take the picture of the lady, and using the lasso tool here, I'm going to outline this picture frame. Don't have to be too careful doing this because we're going to touch it up in a second. After that, hit copy. Then we go to the next layer up, the second layer. Hit the 100% to hide the video layer. Then paste. And she appears there. There are still edges of wallpaper all around the frame, so with the eraser tool I need to erase that. I'm going rather quickly here so you're not too bored. I'm using the regular eraser as it is. If you want to match the little slightly blurry edge, you want to blur the eraser tool slightly. So that would be it. So you can see the layers. There's the main layer there. That's her layer here. And then when I open that back up, you can see them both together. To show you how it is, I'll outline that and lasso her. Now I can move her around. You can see that top layer. Hit the undo to put it back where it was. Now the picture of her is still copied. So if I advance the film up just to show where I am in front of it here now, I'll paste this back on top, and then you can see me underneath it. I'm going to do that for the entire length of the video. Rewinding here back to the beginning of the video to start. Frame 2, paste. 3, paste. 4, paste. 5, paste. It's important to watch out for these shadows. Look at the shadows on her. You can see where my shadow was, but when I paste on top of it, the shadow disappears. So that's why you got to be consistent. Otherwise, you're going to have kind of a jittery, flickery image. And you don't want it to look funny. Funny, weird, not funny, ha-ha. As I continue, now you watch my arm there. It's right to the edge of the picture frame. So you can see the picture going on top of my arm. I'm going underneath it now on each frame. You can see me pass underneath that picture of her. And continue all the way to the end. Hit play, and there I am walking underneath the picture and on top of the other picture. Didn't feel that way when I did it. And here's another version of the same thing. For more realism, I'm actually going to touch the picture and hope a guard doesn't see me.
Hey you, don't touch that.
Now as I walk past it again, whoa! How about that? There's another useful thing you can do with the lasso tool that can be very helpful at times. Say you have lettering. I'm going to write the word broken, and I want the word broken to look broken. So I'm going to take the lasso tool, draw a line through it with a zigzag like it's broken. Then I'm just going to pull the one part down, and it's broken. Hit the undo button. The other thing, you can then tilt it and change its shapes in different fashions, just like the cereal box. That's useful too. If you want to emphasize a particular letter, you can just do one letter. It's very useful.
If you have any comments or suggestions, don't forget to leave them in the comment section below. And don't forget to like and subscribe too.